Hey guys and gals, today I'll be talking about a really enjoyable, fun movie, another Roddy Piper movie I'll be talking about. It's called Last to Surrender from 1999. And this movie is definitely not new because it's one of those buddy cop movies type of thing, like Rush Hour, Lethal Weapon, 48 Hours. We know the deal. And it's like these two cops from different worlds. One is a Irish cop, and one is, well, I guess Roddy Piper's Irish, right? Or is he Scotland? Scottish. Well, he's American anyway, and he's working with his Asian cop, right? But at the beginning of this movie, he didn't know who the Asian cop was. The movie starts out with him doing like an undercover surveillance stakeout operation, and Roddy Piper being a badass, his character, and usually he plays the same character usually in his action movies. He's gonna go up there and kind of blow his own cover up, and then it'll be like the shootout because you want to know who this Chinese leader is, this drug operation. So it's like a shootout in this Chinese restaurant. He knows this Chinese waiter saved him, but at first he doesn't know who he is. As later towards the movie, he's chasing the lead thug down, the lead drug lord, trying to get him, but the Chinese waiter is always getting in his way. Since Roddy Piper's failed to catch the guy, later on, he finds out who the Chinese guy is. He found he's a police officer from China, and he wanted the same guy. So the police officer in the U.S. kind of like, you know what, you two got to work together. So they end up going to Burma trying to catch this guy, and it's like mainly this movie has good action. I actually enjoy the action this one also, and I enjoy the soundtrack too. But it's like this movie carries more with the sense of humor between Roddy Piper's character and the Chinese police officer, as they both as both go have beef with each other a little bit at first, like what, fuck you type of attitude. He makes fun of his Asian heritage, and the Asian cop kind of make fun of his American heritage. They kind of like go at it a little bit. No, actually a lot actually. As the movie progresses, as they're trying to find out who the drug lord is, how they're gonna get this guy. They try to get this guy who works in the bar as an informant, and they call him Ding Dong, and they nickname him Ding Dong. It's funny. This scene is funny with this guy. Funny as hell, especially when Ding Dong ended up going to fight Roddy Piper, and he actually fought pretty good against Roddy Piper too. Movie progressed, as they go on the plane ride, and the plane crashed because Ding Dong got pissed off. He said, "Don't call me Ding Dong," and they crashed into the jungle. And that's when the movie had a little bit more sense of humor attitude between the two cops, like the buddy cop thing. And then they went separate ways, and then one got captured by the drug lord's gang members in the village, and Roddy Piper's on the other side of the village of the innocent villagers. And Roddy Piper realized that his friend is still alive, and he has to go save him and stop the drug lord as they team up together when they met at the village where the drug lord village is. Like I say, good action. This movie to me had maybe, I would say, more sense of humor between the two cops, but I actually enjoyed it though. I thought it carried well. I wasn't disappointed. Definitely highly recommend it. If you're a fan of buddy cop movies, and I felt like this is one that was well balanced. Last to Surrender is a must check out, definitely. Anyway, peace, guys. See you later.